Well, we're back. Monday market report for the week ending June 7th, 2020. It's the first Monday market report of the month as we approach the summer months. Actually, we're kind of in the summer months already, being that it's June and all. The Long Beach sale that is ending actually today is the kind of like barometer of how the beginning of the, I guess, coin market is going to unfold during the summer. Now, to kind of give you an idea of what happens during the summer, keeping in mind this is not a typical year, 2020 has been anything but usually every year, coin dealers, big collectors, they all take time off to go on vacation, to just get away from the hobby all all in general. So usually the summer months from June to about early September gets really quiet. All right. And the Long Beach show, of course, is I think one of kind of like what they call last resort shows before said vacations take place. A lot of your big high-end collectors take time off, which is why we don't normally see a lot of big coins out in the marketplace. Now, the recap that we're going to talk about here is, of course, the Long Beach sale hosted by Heritage Auctions. However, as you guys know, we're in this pandemic, so a lot of the actual in-person coin shows have all been canceled in the last about 90 days. And then we're seeing that same trend probably through the end of the year. It seems very unsettling, but it looks like everybody's taking their business online as they go to try and obtain some of those rare chase pieces that usually they would just go to the show and buy for themselves. Now, Heritage Auctions usually would be in attendance at this big show in Southern California. But being that, the show is kaput, done, canceled for this year, they're doing the big thing. And it's really awesome, but they're still hosting the actual Long Beach coin show on their website. This time the actual thing is being hosted by at one of their corporate headquarters, their locations rather. But in this video, we're going to take a look at the top 10 best-selling Lincoln pennies from the first day of auctions. So Heritage Auctions goes from, I believe, the 5th to the 7th, today being the last day of the actual event. A lot of your featured items and coins will be ending usually on the first day of the auction. All right, so that was on Friday, and we had a bevy of really awesome coins. However, a general observation when it comes to the Lincoln pennies, there wasn't quite nearly as many featured kind of coins within the Lincoln penny series than what I'm normally used to seeing. As a matter of fact, the Central States Numismatic Show that preceded this about a month ago had more offerings, but it was also hosted by Heritage Auctions as well. So, top 10 best-selling Lincoln pennies, in addition to one really awesome bonus coin that I'm going to put in at number 11 on the list at the very end of the show. Check it out. It's really cool. But anyways, I want to go ahead and dive right in. But before I do, as always, like, share, subscribe to my video. If you enjoy today's content, the extra support goes a long way during these kind of difficult times that we're facing here. So I appreciate all the support, all the views. Let's go ahead and dive right in to the first coin on the list, and it's going to be the featured coin on the thumbnail. It's going to be this 1943S Lincoln Steel Cent. All right, a very beautiful coin. Some of you are probably going to ask me what these shiny areas are on the reverse and on newly struck steel cents. Okay, these show up quite often. I don't know if it's a result of a little bit of strike-through grease on the die or something else, but that is completely normal. Even I have a few of those in mint state condition that have these darker kind of like almost mirror-proof splotches on the surface. Usually you'll see them on the reverse. But this one right here, a really nice coin. This one ended up grading Mint State 68 through PCGS. It is even CAC certified, a really brilliant, just if you're looking for a top tier, top notch grade level investment piece, this is probably the one. So this one right here sold for $3,360. So this is the low man on the totem pole. I would say for the featured day, there was about 30 different Lincoln pennies. So this is the top 10 of those 30. So this one's really cool. One day I keep telling myself I'm gonna find one of these in a proof set, but it's the 1990 No S. This is a proof Lincoln cent that's supposed to have an S mint mark under the date. However, this one does not, so it was made in error. This one is also referred to as the FS 101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, and the actual coin is graded PCGS Proof 69 Red Deep Cameo, a really pretty coin, nice high grade. As you can see, they even put the No S designation on the slab label. You want to make sure that that does occur when you go to. You got to find it first, but you want to make sure that you make sure that that is on there. That's going to make a huge difference. I would tell a lot of folks, if you did find one of these, you can either sell it still in the set without breaking it up, or if you are going to break it up, you better make sure that you send it off to a third-party authenticator like PCGS, just so it's legit. All right, I don't know if this particular coin is being faked out there. Kind of hard to do because of the proof finish, but all in all, a very rare coin. Now, this one here sold for $3,960 on Friday through Heritage. If you guys were interested in looking at the other listings, HA.com. Okay, fantastic group of people, and they put out a really nice quality product. I buy from them all the time, not just coins, but other things as well. All right, so here's one you don't come across that often. It's the 1915 Lincoln Proof Wheat Cent. Yes, you heard that right, proof. A lot of these earlier teens Lincoln Wheat Cents that are proof are of the matte variety. So you're not going to see them with what you and I would traditionally see, like deep cameo with the nice black mirrored fields. You're just not going to see that on these coins. Sometimes it could be quite challenging to differentiate a regular business strike coin to a matte proof coin of the generation. But what I like to tell people, it's going to be well struck. I mean, you're going to be able to see all the little stubbles on Abraham Lincoln's chin and jawline. And of course, on these coins, especially on the obverse, you're going to have very squared away rims. Okay, all the way around. It's very blocky. All right, so it's a well sculpted piece. Again, you don't come across these that often. They have small, minuscule mintages, and they're a great investment piece. Okay, if anything else, that's why people buy these coins, is because the value is assured for a long time. Now this one is a red brown. Okay, so usually coins of this caliber, they're 105 years old. It's going to be hard to find a full red, and even if you do, they're going to have problems. This one sold for $5,478. A really nice, solid sale for one of the more sought after early Lincolns. Okay, so this is a strange one. Only because you don't see too many 1924Ds on the list ever, because they're a condition sensitive date. Okay, among that, you guys know that this is a SemiKey. All right, usually these are available like VF Brown for about $30 to $40. Okay, so you're paying money into a coin that has some clout to it. All right, it's a low mintage. It's a one of those early 20 keys that you talk about, so that you hear about so much. In addition to the 22D, among a few others. But this is the first one on the list. However, this one is an NGC Mint State 66 Red Brown. Okay, and it sold for $5,520. Really nice coin. I mean, you can't really fault yourself for owning a red brown coin, especially for a tough date that you just cannot find mint state reds or red browns. Okay, they are difficult, but stay tuned to this video because there's more craziness with this particular date that's come around. All right, so I guess no list is complete without at least one mega rare key date, and it's going to be the 1914D that you see here. Now this one has pretty nice color. Okay, it's what I would consider to be probably one of the first progressive stages of toning on copper, and that's usually kind of that magenta pink colorization that you see on this one, although the entire coin, obverse and reverse, is completely enveloped in this color. Okay, it's a mighty fine looking coin regardless. But this one right here is an NGC Mint State 66 brown. Very nice surfaces, a nice clean presentable example. Me personally, I would be happy to own this and know that I am getting into another investment piece that will have long-term pricing ramifications, as less and less of these are being found out in the marketplace at this grade level, let alone the toning. It's really stunning. This one right here sold for $6,240. Pretty nice. All right, like I said, now here's another 24D. Now, as far as grade, this one doesn't look as great as the previous example. However, this one does have something going for it, and that is it's a full red example. Now, usually on these type of coins, when it comes to red browns and all that stuff, a red coin will retain 95% of the red color. All right, so there's a little bit of leeway for a little bit of brown in there, whether it's like the brown inside of an ear or maybe just a carbon spot or whatever. But usually, you know, it's going to have 95% red encompassing the entire coin. This, another tough one, NGC Mint State 65 full red. Once you get into full red of a 24D, now you're talking pretty rare coin. Okay, I'm sure there's probably less than 50 examples extant of a full red 24D. It's that tough. This one sold for $6,300. Okay, we're getting into some serious money around here. All right, much like the 15 that we saw earlier, this is a 13 wheat cent. This one is also a matte proof. All right, so we got another proof coin on the list that made some headlines as a very clean, well-presentable example. On this one, you could see the matte finish surface really well on this one. I mean, the photography by Heritage Auctions is absolutely second to none. All right, so just incredible photography from those folks over there. But we have another really beautiful, if not rare, example of a early teens matte proof Lincoln. All right, so this one right here, graded PCGS Proof 67 red brown. All right, compared to the previous coin, that one also graded 67 red brown. This one is also CAC certified, and this one brought home $6,900. Not too shabby. Pretty nice example here. Okay, so this is one of the top doubled dies that you'll find in the Lincoln Cent series. More specifically, the Memorial Reverse coin. Now, this is the 1972 DDO FS101. Okay, this is the one that everybody strives to own. Some of them are relatively affordable, especially in grades of Mint State 62, 63, and even 64. But this one right here is not quite that lower grade level. And this one is a Mint State 67 Plus. Full red, as you can see, it says double die obverse, a really beautiful coin. Have I mentioned that I would love to add this to my collection? But anyways, this is a really pretty, you know, cherry picker's guide variety. Again, these coins are still being found in circulation. Maybe not to the level of the 67 Plus red, but they are out there. This is certainly a very stunning, very well represented modern rare variety. Okay, if it wasn't for the 69S that we all know as like the kind of like the creme de la creme of doubled dies for the Memorial series, this one would certainly pull that rank. So this one right here sold for $6,900. very beautiful coin. All right, so there's another 24D, okay, and this one here obviously is higher up on the list for a reason. Again, it looks like we have another full red example. This one is a little bit, well, more struck better, especially on the reverse. You can see a lot more of the details better than the previous example. That's also a full red. We saw some weakness in the strike, especially in United States of America, but this one right here, really nice. Okay, really nice early example. This one graded the same, mid-state 65 red. And the strike plays a huge role in everything. All right, if the strike is a little bit better, that's more of a premium to some of these collectors. So this one here is sold for $7,500. So it's a little bit more than the other, but you could plainly see the additional premium that a collector had placed on it because it is so much better well struck. Okay, so believe it or not, this is the #1 Lincoln cent that's sold on Heritage Beach, Long Beach, or Heritage. Did I say Heritage Beach? Heritage Auctions, Long Beach sale. Yeah, 1954 Philadelphia Lincoln wheat set. The little engine that could. Now, why in the world did this thing hit the #1 spot? I can tell you this right now. This is a rare coin to find in a specific grade, and that grade is mid-state 67 red. So seldom do I ever get to talk about a 54. It is the kind of like high-grade rare key date out of the 1950s Lincoln wheats. So seeing this one on here, I was kind of like, oh, okay, I understand. Surprisingly, there were no 09 SVDBs, super high, super atomic graded coins, because that would certainly have pulled the first spot in this list. But hey, 54, okay, I get it. But yeah, this one right here, mid-state 67 red. There's not really a whole lot else you could say about it other than it is going to go and head into a registry set collection at some point. Sold for $7,800. Yeah, so that's top billing for the top 10 Lincoln sets. Surprisingly, there were no coins over 10 grand on the list. Usually, these marquee auctions every year pull in maybe 2 or 3 5-figure coins. Okay, there wasn't any of that here. Now, is that indicative to an upcoming maybe slow summer? I don't know. We're all kind of in new territory with the pandemic going on and commerce opening back up again, and among other things. Everything right now just screams uncertain. It has shades of recession circa 2008, 2009, but I just can't put my finger on what we're experiencing. I think we're going to have to take a close look at where the coin market is. I know that lower dollar stuff on like eBay has been selling actually really robust lately, but for the high-end type coins, I'm really not sure. Now, speaking of high-end type coins, I promise y'all a kind of like bonus coin. All right, and that bonus coin is the most expensive coin to sell on Heritage Auctions Long Beach Super Sale, and it's going to be this 1933 $10 gold eagle. Okay, it's the Liberty head. This is probably my favorite design of U.S. coin, bar none. Okay, I own a couple of these. It's not a 33, that's for sure. But the 33 $10 gold signifies the end of gold on a $10 coin. Okay, so this is indeed the last date. If you needed $10, oh well, tough luck. You're gonna have to settle for 10 silver certificates, dollar ones, of course, or a $10 silver certificate at that given time. These quickly phased out, and the 1933 is a rarity. This one right here was made in such few numbers. As a matter of fact, Heritage Auctions even said that there's probably 30 to 40 known examples that exist for the rare 1933 Gold Eagle. Now, grade-wise, this one, PCGS Mid-State 65, it says Harborview. It's like a previous owner provenance thing some time ago, although this was also an ex-Dallas Bank collection piece. Really cool example here. Okay, I am happy to at least talk about this one because undeniably this is a coin that I yearn for. I'll probably never own it because of just the extraordinary amount of money it commands. By the way, $408,000, which in Northern California, it's a modest-sized 3-bedroom house. Yeah, so it's like, okay, do I want a coin or do I need a roof over my head? I know that's a silly comparison, but anyways, yeah, this is the top coin of the group. Now, there were a few coins that exceeded that $100,000 threshold, the 6-figure kind of like magic number. So that's cool. That there was, some high dollar stuff to be had. But this one right here, of course, I'm tickled that a $10 Liberty Gold Eagle made its way onto the top list as the most expensive coin on the list. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good time. Come on now. Whatever happens, I hope you guys have a nice, easy Monday. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Sean with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Like it says on screen, like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell for instant notifications. And as always, Coinaholics, we are discovering together. All right, so until next time, I will see you on the next coin video. You guys take care now.